One of the great nights of the NBA season. Welcome to the All-Star Game on 2K Sports. Along with Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. Tonight, we'll be watching the West All-Stars playing against the East All-Stars. And even though today won't count in the standings, still such an exciting day in the NBA, and both teams are up for this one. Hey, Shaq, you were born and raised in Newark, New Jersey, correct?
Yes, the Brick City, Ernie, that's what they call it.
So I guess that's where you learned to shoot free throws.
Oh, low blow, low blow, low blow.
Hey, what are some of your memories growing up around there?
Well, I just used to go outside and, it was about dreaming and cultivating the dreams. I always wanted to be like the great Dr. J, and one day my father, Philip Harrison, pulled me to the side and said, nope, you can't be Dr. J, you have to be better than Dr. J. And I looked at him like he was crazy.
When's the first time you ever thought going into the Hall of Fame was a possibility?
Is it still a possibility?
Well, I think you have a chance, Shaq. I really do.
Well, hopefully I will, Ernie.
Well, let's not get too far ahead of ourselves.
Exactly.
But count on it. Let's go to Kevin Harlan.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to tonight's broadcast of the NBA All-Star Game. Alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr, this is Kevin Harlan.
Well, we know basketball is a game that's all about team success and team achievement, even here in the NBA. But this game, the All-Star Game, gives a nod to the great individual talents this league has to offer, and those talents will be showcased in an entertaining fashion here today.
Yeah, a lot of fun to watch, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it is, and it gives these players that spotlight and recognition that they so rightfully deserve, thanks to their terrific play during the regular season and, of course, their important contributions to their teams.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the court for the West All-Stars, Aldridge out there with Maxwell. Then it's Lance Stevenson. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Noah in at the center, filling out the middle.
LeBron James has been an All-Star since his second season in the league. And this is his 11th straight All-Star appearance. And he always gets after it. Goes hard even in the All-Star game.
Here are the East All-Stars.
Well, it never gets old to see the incredible talent on display here at All-Star Weekend.
Yeah.
And this year is no different.
Well, pretty much all of the events are a lot of fun to watch, and it's a combination of tremendous skill and entertainment. You can't beat it. I think one thing that makes the All-Star Game so special is just the history involved. This event has been held since 1951, and a lot of those legends of the NBA past are here in attendance.
Here's Rondo, following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Bryant dishes to Durant. James wide open. The basket good off the assist from Durant. LeBron's got 5.
They're doing a lot of spectating there on D, but hey, it's the All-Star Game.
And when the players step out on the court, Steve, they know that they're writing their names in the pages of history.
Yeah, they're really making their mark on this Sunday night, but at the same time, they've just got to focus on playing the game. And sometimes you get caught up in the atmosphere and the moment, but for these players, it's all about just focusing on the game and trying to enjoy themselves. Where was he going with that pass? And that's just an awful turnover.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Irving kicks to Stevenson.
It's always such a big to-do, a major event, a big-time happening every time the All-Star Game comes to town. Cities vie to host a big show, and it's a big boom to the local economy.
Yeah, restaurants, hotels, nightlife, it's one big celebration. And there's always that buzz in the air every time the All-Stars gather to play.
Now Durant, following the three-point attempt by Kyrie Irving.
Oh, the alley-oop connection. That's All-Star play at its best.
And the West All-Stars have possession. It's a three-point game. He dishes it to Noah. Now Rondo. And now here's Rondo, the fast break opportunity. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by the West. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, Irving passes to Aldridge. Fires the three. Another miss by Irving. Now here's Durant. And it's Rondo penetrating. There's the pass to LeBron. Rondo against Irving. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Durant. Off the left rim and out.
Really, Kevin, for a glorified pickup game, this is one of the more competitive ones I've seen from a defensive standpoint.
Well, you'll hear no complaints from me, Clark. I mean, the fans love to see highlights, but I think what I really want to see, and I know you guys want to see too, is just guys competing and playing hard. Well, when you know where your teammate is going to be, it doesn't make it a difference whether it's a normal game in the regular season or at All-Star Weekend.
I agree with you. I mean, they play well as teammates, and you're going to just naturally make plays with guys that you're used to playing with here.
Here's Irving. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Goes up from the top of the key. A nice shot by Irving. Irving's got his second bucket of the game to go. Here's Rondo. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Passes it to Kobe. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo.
Kobe Bryant, an All-Star for 17 straight seasons. Four-time All-Star Game MVP. Tied for the record with the great Bob Pettit.
So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars.
Well, he may just be trying to get a break in the action to clear their heads. You know, a lot of their shots are rimming out. You wonder if their confidence isn't suffering at this point.
I think that's a good time to call a timeout. If the team has a few fall the wrong way for them, just burn a timeout and let them forget about it. Regroup, talk about it, and refocus.
New players in now for the East. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Anthony's checked in for Noah. Paul George comes in for Maxwell. Russell Westbrook's checked in for Lance Stevenson. And Curry subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Now here's Curry. Back to Westbrook. Rob. Outside Rose to the inside. Westbrook with the steal. A floater, and the rebound goes to Duncan. And here we go with James Harden. Kicks to Griffin. Western All-Stars ball. .55 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Rose against Curry. Aldridge with a screen on Griffin. Outside Westbrook. Launches it. Here's Aldridge. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless. You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Curry dishes to Westbrook. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. And off there, he misses his first shot of the night. The East All-Stars on offense, leading by 5. Griffin sets the screen for Harden. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
Griffin created the space for that shot.
Here's Curry. Jacks up a three. The shot misses. And we reach the end of the first quarter. East All-Stars ahead. They're up by 7. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment.
This Friday night, February 20th, the New Orleans Pelicans go up against the Toronto Raptors. Be there.
And we welcome you back to the NBA All-Star Game as we get set to begin the second quarter.
And Kevin, both teams percolating now.
Yeah, those early game jitters out of the way, Clark. Both teams settling into a groove.
The All-Star game, something to really be proud of, and of course the starters are voted in by the fans, the reserves are voted in by the coaches. Either way, it's a heck of an honor.
And the West All-Stars have possession. They trail by 7. Derrick Rose is out there with Dwayne Wade. Then it's the Wizard, then it's Harden, and it's Griffin in at the pivot spot manning the middle. So that's who the East All-Stars start the second with. They get it back. Noah's shot is off. Wade kicks to Rose. Griffin sets the screen for Rose. The dish to Harden. Griffin sets the screen for Harden. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots. Rebounded by Anthony. Steve, you talk about the starters and the reserves, unlike in regular games. In an all-star game, everyone gets a chance to play.
Yeah, and I think the hardest part for the coaches, Kevin, is distributing those minutes because everybody is deserving. Everyone's a great player. And usually what happens is the starters get the most minutes because the coaches understand that that's who the fans have voted on there, and that's who they want to see.
And here's the fast break. Moving it up. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Wade. Harden's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the East All-Stars. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Parker kicks to Westbrook. It's George on the wing. And it's George again missing.
Not too surprising to have so few fouls here.
Yeah, you know what? I think part of it is the officiating, Steve. They get a little more leeway from the officials to the players, but some credit has to go to the players as well. I mean, no need to be overly aggressive in this kind of game format.
Well, one thing we're noticing here tonight, both teams pretty much taking care of the ball, which is impressive in a game like this.
Yeah, it really is, Steve. I mean, typically in a game like this, the players and teams can be a little loose, but that hasn't been the case so far.
And the East with some changes. The great ones check in for Griffin. Durant comes in for James Harden. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Rose. The West All-Stars also changing it up. Maxwell is checked in for Anthony. Hayward comes in for George. Lance Stevenson subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Now here's Rondo looking for his first basket still in this one. Baseline try. The shot by Wade, no good.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it. Dwayne Wade, an 11-time All-Star. You know, in last year's game, he was a little banged up, so even as a starter, he only played 11 minutes in the game. That was career low. He was looking to rest up the knee and give other guys a chance to play.
Now here's Durant, following the miss by Tony Parker. Shot from 12. Here's Jenkins. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Well, you allow them to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, I think you got to foul them, and free throws are better than a layup.
And Wade last year at the All-Star game, 10 points on 5 of 6 shooting.
No, that wasn't a big night for Wade in the All-Star game, but back in 2010, he went for 24, 10 assists, and 10 rebounds.
Wow.
And he's had a number of other big moments on big stages throughout his career, too.
The free throw drops for Jenkins. And the East All-Stars making a change here. Ryan's checked in. The West All-Stars also with the sub. Irving's checked in. Both free throws good from Jenkins.
You know, he's as close to a sure thing as you can possibly have when he steps to the line.
Irving passes to Maxwell. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Maxwell's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Now here's Rondo. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Bryant dishes to Durant. The tray. That's good. Kobe's got the lead up to 9 now for the East All-Stars.
How about that? They respond to a three-pointer with a quick 3 of their own.
Yeah, terrific. Great back-and-forth sequence right there.
Now, here is Irving. Good on the 13-footer. Irving's got 6. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Rondo with the ball. Irving with the steal. Noah with the screen on Rondo. Noah kicks to Hayward. That's no good. Couldn't get his first shot to go.
They've been the glass eaters today, guys. A ton of effort out of them down low.
And they've needed every one of those rebounds. I think that's what's put them in front here.
Now here's Hayward following the shot by Kevin Durant. Wasted no time on that one. Now just a 5-point East All-Star lead. .151 left in the first half of the game. He feeds it to Rondo. Bryant has the open look from outside off the mark. On offense, here are the West All-Stars. The shot by Hayward, wide open. Pass to Maxwell. From past the arc. That's good, and it's Stevenson with the assist. And that's now 6 points for Shake and Bake.
Boy, he's really starting to get in the flow now. A nice groove. That's his second here in the quarter, after none in the first.
Rondo kicks to Durant. On the wing, Stevenson, guarded by Kobe. Pass to Maxwell. Shoots the 3, and the shot is good. Maxwell's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
Yeah, I think that's what's keyed this run, Clark, because they're keeping the ball moving. Defense hasn't been able to set up.
And the East All-Stars call time here.
Well, good timeout, guys, because, this has been a bad run for them. He's got to get his team back on the same page and executing well together.
Sometimes just getting a stop in the action can be enough to get a team back on track. There's something about that little pause in the intensity of the game that lets you refocus.
Catching up on the changes for the East. Tim Duncan, he's checked in for the great one. LeBron comes in for Jenkins. Skinny, he's checked in for Kevin Durant. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Rajon Rondo. Now here's James. 5 points in the game. In low to Duncan. Tries to snap the cold streak. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. This is his first trip to the line tonight. 2 shots. He's off on the first. Carmelo Anthony is checked in for Maxwell. Good on the second free throw. And the West All-Stars with possession. They're on a 15-6 run. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And George kicks to Irving. Anthony against James. Fader on the way. Anthony with the bucket. Anthony's got his first basket of the night.
Well, here in the second, not as listless. They're showing some signs of life offensively.
Well, great sign, because after that poor first quarter, now they're playing better offensively, and they have the lead.
Here's Kobe. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Kobe's got 5 points now this quarter.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
And that'll do it for the first half. Game time. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports. And welcome back to the second half of the NBA All-Star Game. Always an exciting night of basketball.
Yeah, and Kevin, often the second half is where you see that intensity turned up a bit.
Well, yeah, the first half maybe a little more loose, and then the second half is where it can get more competitive once the game is on the line.
Checking out the group for Flip Saunders to start the second half. They've got Noah. Maxwell is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then it's Lance Stevenson, and it's Irving at the one.
This game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding is one thing that they've been able to dominate.
Yeah, they've chased down that pumpkin offense.
And they call an illegal screen here.
Oh, no, you hate to see that. Those are just the kind of errors that can cost you in a game like this.
Well, an illegal screen is one of the toughest calls for the official to make.
You know, I agree with you. You've got to have some sympathy for the referees when they have to make calls like that, but they get paid well, and they're the best in the business, so they can handle it.
Now, here is Irving. Dishes to Aldridge. Aldridge left side. Kicks it out to Stevenson. The three-pointer no good. The drive by Bryant. Outside Rondo. He kicks it to James. Just 5 on the clock. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to be Lance Stevenson. Some on-the-fly coaching right there from their leader.
Yeah, he knows not just what his own job is, but what his teammates' jobs are as well. That's why he's such a good leader for this club.
And that's another reason that he's so assertive out there. He does know what's necessary, and he's not afraid to take charge and to let his feelings be known, to challenge his teammates to get on task and on target.
And he sinks the second.
Well, one more make would have been awfully nice, but I'm sure they're happy just to take the lead.
Now the pass to Maxwell. Back to Irving. Noah with a screen on run. Here's Irving. Makes good on the step-back jumper. Irving's got 8 points.
Kyrie Irving grew up right across the Hudson over in New Jersey. Plenty of friends and family in attendance. I'm sure he'll be as motivated as ever to put on a show.
Timeout called East All-Star.
Well, he sees something that he doesn't like. I'm not sure what it is, but I think he's going to make some changes here.
I think you've got to make your adjustments pretty quickly like he's doing here. Otherwise, things can get out of hand. So this is a good timeout.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Flip Saunders was saying to his club. Shake and bake was the focus of the discussion, and he wants their offense to run through him. Their offense is most effective, Coach said, when he is most involved, and they're looking for total involvement from him for the rest of this game. The next thing he talked about was the pace he'd like to see them playing at offensively. He wants it to be a fast-paced game, pushing tempo all the time. Perhaps the rest of the second half will look different after those adjustments, Kevin.
And thanks for that story, Doris.
Well, they need a shot or two to fall here soon. They're only 1 of 4 since the break.
Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over. And during the timeout, both coaches getting a chance here to review the strategy at this point of the game, along with the discussions. Also some rehydration going on with Gatorade. Everyone trying to bring their top game here tonight.
Yeah, that's why you see the trainers going around to every player, making sure they're hydrated, they're getting enough to drink during the game. And so important to hydrate yourself and keep yourself strong and ready to play for these big minutes down the stretch.
Now, here's Stevenson, following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Here's Aldridge.
They're struggling here. They're just 1 of 5 to start this third quarter. They've got to loosen up here.
Here's Durant. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Kevin Durant set the record with 30 points in 3 straight All-Star games in 2013. He made it 4 straight last year. Can he do it again this year? That's the question.
On Durant's performance in last year's All-Star game. Probably his best yet.
You know, if there's a player that's custom-made for all-star type games, it's Kevin Durant. I mean, he just loves to play. He's a freewheeling scorer. How about 38 points, 10 boards, 6 assists? I don't know if he can top that, but I wouldn't be surprised if he did in a future All-Star game.
And so Durant nails them both.
Kevin Durant has set the bar pretty high with his scoring in All-Star games. He has averaged 30 points a game in his 5 appearances, and that's good for number 1 in the history of the game.
Here's Maxwell. He's got 9. Stolen by Durant. On the wing, Bryant. He's guarded by Stevenson. And Durant, guys, not shy about slinging him up. 38 points on 27 field goal attempts in last year's game.
Yeah, it kind of felt like he was gunning for that MVP trophy. But the big thing with Durant, like LeBron, they love the All-Star game. They love to compete and play against the best guys in the league. They're not looking for a night off. They're looking to showcase their skills.
Williams, he's checked in for Irving. And Kobe drops them both. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. On the wing, Stevenson. Aldridge with a screen on Kobe. Stevenson drives in, and they're able to recover.
I think we've seen the defensive intensity start to ramp up a little bit.
Yeah, I think so, Steve. A little more effort here as the game has progressed. I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
And the West All-Stars with possession. It's a 5-point game. Back to Williams. Feeds it to Aldridge. From outside the arc. Rebound by the East All-Stars. The Great One's got his 4th rebound in this one. Durant kicks to James. On the wing, Bryant. Kennedy passes to Kobe. LeBron outside. Here's the 3. And he gets it to go. And now it's an 8-point East All-Star lead.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
I just love the mentality that they've had. If the shot isn't there, they're not forcing anything. They're moving it side to side and working to get a good shot.
James Harden, he's checked in for the East. And West also making a switch. Russell Westbrook in for Noah. Williams with the ball. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Durant with the steal. To the inside. Rondo. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. Durant's got 5 assists in the game.
Well, now's the time to push it. Really try to extend this lead, and that's exactly what they're trying to do.
You know, a lot of times it's hard in the third quarter to make this kind of a push, but it's paying off.
Now here's Westbrook. Looking for Aldridge. He gets it there. Banked in off the glass. Aldridge has got his second bucket of the night.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Rondo dishes to Durant. Soft touch off the glass. Durant's got the lead up to 10 now for the East All-Stars. Here's Williams. Aldridge with a screen on Rondo. Right side Aldridge. A baseline Jay. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Aldridge has got his third basket of the night. Here are the East All-Stars. They're on a 14-6 run. To the inside. And stolen by Aldridge. Rondo against Westbrook. Kicks it out to Stevenson. Kept alive. Here's Aldridge. Blocked. Westbrook against Harden. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And another gap in the defense found right there. This is one of the worst defensive performances I have ever seen.
And Stevenson kicks to Westbrook. Williams passes to Maxwell. Offline with his 3. And here are the East All-Stars now. Here's Harden. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got his third assist on the night. And here's the West with the ball. Down by 12. Williams kicks to Westbrook. And it's the East with the rebound. James has got his third rebound tonight. Durant for 3. The shot is off. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. The East All-Stars up on top as they end the third quarter with a huge surge, an 18-6 run. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. We've been having a great time here, and we hope you have been too. The All-Star Game coverage continues. Thanks again for tuning in here to 2K Sports.
Both teams putting on a show.
Boy, it sure has been fun to watch, hasn't it?
Now Lowry. They've got Kobe. Duncan out there with Griffin. Then there's Lowry. And it's Dean in at the 3 slot. So that's the 5 in the game for the East All-Stars. It's stolen by Curry. Here's Irving. And that one's good. Irving's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the West All-Stars. Irving's getting it done, shooting over 55%, 5 of 9 shooting from the floor. Kobe sets the pick for Lowry. It's Kobe Bryant on the wing. Back to Lowry. Shot clock at 6. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
Well, you don't see him miss that shot very often. When he's open like that, it's usually lights out.
Now here's Curry. The feed to Irving. He dishes it to George. A 3-ball. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. George has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the West All-Stars. And here's Lowry. And the East All-Stars call time here.
You know, he wants to tinker a little bit, and he's taking the time to do so right here.
Yeah, I think you're right. He just didn't like some of the things he saw out there, a bit uncomfortable, and wanted to talk it over.
And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Passes it to Kobe. Kicks to Duncan. There's the triple. Lets it go from deep. And that's good. Kobe Bryant for the triple.
Might as well just take it into his own hands and make that big lead even bigger.
And the West All-Stars have possession. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars.
He's definitely shaken up. They're using the timeout to let their trainer take a look at it.
Kevin Durant's checked in for Skinny. On defense, the East All-Stars, 10-point lead. Noah with a screen on Kobe. In the corner, Irving with it. Outside, George. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. That's now 8 points for Paul George.
You know, defensively, you cannot forget about him. They gave him a wide open look there.
Here's Lowry. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Lowry taking 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. He hits the second from the line. Now, here is Irving. The dish to Curry. Anthony down low. Griffin on him. Anthony can't hit.
Solid job by them on the glass here tonight. +8 in rebounding.
Well, you have to rebound to win, and that's exactly what's happening right now.
Now, here is Lowry. And the ball goes out of bounds. Turned over.
Such a careless pass. You've got to keep your head in the game here.
And some changes here for the East. LeBron, he's checked in for Griffin. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for the West. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. It's Curry with the drive. It's hauled in by the East All-Stars. Kobe dishes to Rondo. LeBron sets the screen for Rondo. Back to Bryant. The fader goes back up, and that one's good.
Tell you what, does not matter what the score is. He's going to continue to work his tail off on the glass and make plays just like that.
Now Curry. Outside Irving. Curry, a screen on LeBron. Aldridge misses.
I thought he'd make that one. And that's his range, and the defense nowhere to be seen.
Durant kicks to Duncan to the inside. And there's Kobe. That's good on the assist from Duncan. And it's a 12-point East All-Star lead. And here's Irving. Aldridge a screen. Irving passes to George. Bangs home the trifecta. George has got 9 points here in the second half.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Duncan with the screen for Rondo. The wide open look for Durant. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Outside Irving. Aldridge with the screen on Rondo. Here's Noah. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 5th assist in this one.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
Now here's Rondo. And Durant, here we go. Connects on the 9-footer.
And how about the season he's had to this point? He's been so solid, just having a terrific year.
Yeah, guys, I mean, pretty much from game 1 of the season, he's been playing some of his best basketball ever.
Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars. They're down by 9. 1:35 left in the fourth quarter. The Great Ones checked in for the East. Lance Stephenson's checked in for the West. .135 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Irving dishes to Aldridge. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
Now the defense just couldn't get a hand in his face, couldn't challenge the shot.
Yeah, made his height advantage count that time.
Balanced scoring, Clark and Steve, for him. They're moving it well.
Yeah, you love to see teams share the sugar. Everybody getting a touch, everybody enjoying an opportunity to score. That makes it a lot of fun for everybody on the court.
You know, it sounds better when you say it than watching it. Okay? I like better when you say it. Sharing the sugar. Right, Steve?
Yeah, pass the cream, too. I mean, while you're at it. I mean, this has been something to watch. I mean, just everybody getting involved.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
I agree. They need more energy in the post, maybe some double teaming. They've got to get their defense in gear.
Nice little lead they're enjoying here, and they deserve it with all the work they put in on the glass.
Yeah, big margin for them in the rebounding department. They've completely dominated the boards here.
Now here's James. He feeds it to Durant. Back to LeBron. Fires for three. The basket good off the assist from Durant. James has got the lead up to 12 now for the East All-Stars. And the West All-Stars have possession. Irving kicks to Stevenson. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading punches, that's how you answer.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Bryant passes to Rondo. Dishes it to LeBron. The 15-footer, and that one's good.
They didn't take their time wrapping this game up. They pretty much did it in a hurry.
Yeah, they had a nice spurt to polish this one off.
Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over. They trail by 11. 16 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Williams dishes to Lillard. Cans it from downtown.
I'll tell you what, they are dialed in from three-point land here in the fourth quarter.
You called that one right, causing some serious harm from long range.
Pass to Rose. So the East All-Stars win it.
And Kevin, such amazing talent